from the man cave. It's Flag on the Play with HB and Bud. We're gonna talk Jags, Gators, and all things North Florida sports because we're Duval until we die. Back at it one more time. Episode number 3. We hard hitting it. Flag on the Play with HB and Bud. It's your boy HB here. Bud, you feeling good?
Flag on the Play for 3.
Sunk. Bud feeling good. You know, it's funny he said for 3 because I seen that nigga shoot and he can't shoot. So
I really am trash, ladies and gentlemen.
Garbage.
That's why I'm on this mic right now.
He can't shoot. That being said, though, we have been heavy Jags for the first 2 episodes, and pretty much this podcast is a Jags podcast because I think Jags are the biggest sports talk in North Florida because it's North Florida sports right here. But we do love our Gators here. And we're going to get on some Gator talk right now. We're going to get into this spring game. Everybody out there listening to us on the podcast, wherever you get your fine podcast from, we appreciate you. If you've seen the spring game, you might have been left feeling a little bit like myself, which was uneasy, upset, underwhelmed. I can't think of any more under words besides underwear, which was on our heads.
Here comes another episode from Debbie Downer.
Hater bear. I hate everything, and I darn sure hated that performance. So, but you are Mr. Sunshine. Give me your positive spin on the spring game.
First off, you're not going to hit me with no positive spin. Why you just going to say, hey, bud, give me your outlook. How did you feel about the game? Hey, bud, give me your spin. Like, I'm just going to lie to y'all. You know I never lie to y'all. Play Nation.
I feel legitimately like there's like nobody who thought that the spring game was a good thing.
It was all right, man. It was fun. That's what Dan Mullen trying to do, man. Get fun back in the Sunshine State.
Dan Mullen need to get wins back in the Sunshine State.
He will get a man time. It's his first year. He won the spring game. Everybody love Dan Mullen right now. The honeymoon is still on.
The honeymoon. Man, the honeymoon was over when he was here with Urban Meyer. I want results.
Oh, you talking about when he gave you them 2 rings?
Oh, nope. You won't do that. Not today.
I won't do what?
Not today.
I won't do what?
That's Urban rings.
Them Urban rings.
So
how many rings Urban got without Dan Mullen? Don't you say Ohio State. I'm talking about it, Florida. Look at you, man. You can't get one by me, baby.
Dan Mullen,
I'm like King Lingers. I'm like, like a goalie.
I give you that. I mean, I don't think that Dan Mullen wasn't a part of what happened because he was.
Offense kind of went to trash after Dan Mullen left.
They did, but at the same time, the offense went to trash after Tebow left too.
Tebow was still there. The offense was still a little kind of cranky.
Man, I think the offense was good. Tebow, I see you, touchdown Jesus. But
we love him.
We love Tebow. I see you, Tebow. But that being said, I just think Dan Mullen. The whole thing, you know, Bud, you know. We best friends, so I just feel like the whole thing a little underwhelming to me. I really wanted either Scott Frost or Chip Kelly or Josh McDaniels, and we didn't get none of that. We got Dan Mullen, which is cool, former Gator, already in the thing, whatever. But it's just everything's underwhelming to me. We ain't got no quarterback. We look horrible in the screen game. Felipe Frank's trash.
We may have not gotten the coach you wanted, but we got the coach you needed. Because now we have a guy who actually understands Florida. It's hard to be a coach here, man. We need somebody who understands it like Coach Teeth. He didn't really get it. See, he never really embraced the Gator
Coach Teeth. Butters.
Mick Butters.
My thing about coaching at Florida, and you're right, it is hard to understand like what you got to do to be a coach here. But once you get it, it's easy. Win.
See, wrong. Win. Just win. Nah. Coach Bucktooth won. You got to win in style.
Coach Bucktooth won 1 year. Style. He won 1 year.
He won the East twice.
Oh, you're right. He did win the East twice.
You went, welcome to my world, bitch.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I ain't think about it. But at the same time, too, when he went out bad.
Oh, my God.
He went out bad.
He went out in a blaze of glory. I'm talking about Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Cleo.
Off the cliff. It off. Yeah.
He went off. He went in a blaze of glory.
It's kind of bad how Butters
I'm talking about Charlie Sheen from, what was that, the Chase? When he
yeah.
the car. He hopped out the car and was acting like he was gonna do his thing.
You know, and that's the thing, man. Like, but you know, he did all the line stuff, talking about he was getting death threats.
Yeah, getting death threats. Man, miss me with all
that's trash. That's garbage. But my thing is, you know, you gotta prove that Mullen got a lot to prove, man.
Every Florida coach got a lot to prove. It's his first year.
But you don't think the spring game is his jumping off point? And I feel like he ain't jump off the porch.
The spring game, I literally think he just went out to have a good time and to bring back Gator Nation to show you that we're gonna be fun. And like I said, yeah, he could have been better, but man, he got Felipe Franks. I don't think Felipe just whatever it is. I don't think Felipe got it. Felipe looked like Tarzan. Play like Jane. When you build a quarterback in the lab, you want Felipe until he throw the ball and there's 9 of the defense there and his wide receiver on the other side.
Man, I'm going to tell you like this about Felipe Franks. Watching him versus, was that South Carolina that he came back in there after he got benched and came back in there?
Oh, my God. I think it was South Carolina.
That might have been the worst game I've ever seen a quarterback play in my entire life.
Dog, it was terrible. But see, like I said, what the thing is with Felipe, you kind of hope, and like you said, flag on the play nation, I'm all about hope. You kind of hope that it was just the coaching. You hope that the coaching, because literally if you are a really good coach, I mean, football 101 is you build your plays around your players. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I felt like Coach Teeth was like, you know what? This what we do, and you gonna do it. Instead of being like, okay, let me see what you do well, and then we're gonna do that.
Yeah, and you know, for me, I think Butters mismanaged that whole situation because the Gators would have a national title right now, and if he chose to stay in school, we'd be working on our second one. If you kept Will Greer.
Oh, he did it! He did it!
You keep Will Greer, and you go into the national championship.
That year.
Period.
The year he got, if Will Greer does not get suspended that year,
we going to the championship.
It's not a doubt in my mind.
We could have won 3 in a row with Will Greer. We could have won 3 in a row with Will Greer.
I completely agree.
And you know what? I get that Will Greer got suspended for steroids or whatever, yada, 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 yada. I don't care.
I ain't trying to get none of that. How do you not tell Will Greer, yeah, he cocky, he this, he that, he all of the above. Shout out Lil Bow Wow. But like I said, real talk, Will Greer tell you, he come in your office and tell you, Coach, when I get back, is the job mine. You know what you tell Will Greer? Yes, it's yours.
Will Greer wouldn't even had the opportunity to say that to me because as soon as it came down that he failed the steroid test, I would have said, well, it looks like the third player on the offensive line behind our third string dude failed the piss test because ain't nowhere I'm suspending Will Greer.
Oh, you hitting them with some of that urban
I'm
Maya
lying.
logic.
It's college football. I'm lying. The NCAA don't come around with cups for players to pee in. That was a Gator University institution test that he failed. So that means somebody was dry snitching anyways.
I believe it was a lot of dry snitching on him.
Yeah, somebody that's why he failed that. But nevertheless, even if you get past that point, I'm telling him straight up,
Who you think snitched?
Ooh, who was the backup?
You had
Treon.
Oh, that Treon looked like he was a
probably Treon garbage behind.
Treon Harris, ladies and gentlemen, Treon Harris might be the worst Gator quarterback.
That was a cornerback playing quarterback.
Oh, but only person couldn't see that is Muschamp.
He garbage.
Literally, in Tallahassee, Jimbo was like, "Yeah, you can come here, but you gonna play DB.
Right.
You gonna play DB."
Right.
And he was like, "Oh no, only Will Muschamp. Only Will Muschamp." Like, "Oh, you can play quarterback." What? I ain't never ever seen a coach evaluate talent like this.
Right. Shout out to HaHa Davis. Come on the pod. I just want to say though, like I would have told Will Greer straight up. Soon as he failed the test, I'd be like, son, go ahead and get right. Practice all off season because next year we winning the ship.
Real talk, because look what Del Rio did. I think Del Rio had them 4-0.
Yeah.
4-0, 6-0, something like that. And then he serves his suspension. You slide Willie G in.
Right back in there.
We moving,
right
baby.
Back in
we
there.
moving.
And you know what? After you seen Will Greer and what he did to Tennessee in that game, when he came back from behind out of nowhere and solidified himself as the starter over Treon.
I mean, what he did was history stuff.
And then the next game versus Missouri where he just went up and down the field on them at ease. I was like, oh, we got a number 1 overall draft pick. And I guarantee y'all, next year when Will Greer come back and he's healthy for West Virginia, West Virginia going to be 11-2 or whatever it is that they're going to be. 11-2. And Will Greer going to be a top 5 pick. The man can play quarterback.
I ain't gonna argue that.
He a monster. Instead, we at the spring game with Felipe Franks. And what's the dude that just left? The quarterback, the scout, the Brad, what's
Jake
it?
Allen?
Jake Allen. Yeah, that's my thing, man. See, this is my thing with the Gators, man.
Jake Allen, a pro-style quarterback, he really didn't fit the system.
I mean, but now, okay, so you get Mullen here, you change the system. So what we want? We want Lamar Jackson type players?
Yeah, you want Emory Jones type.
So we play a spread.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. So what we going to do this year? Lose every game? Because we don't have none of them.
We're not losing every game.
We don't have no players that fit that scheme.
Kyle Travis.
Come on, man.
Don't smack it.
Come on, man.
Don't do Kyle like that.
Come on, man. That's my thing. We don't have no players that fit this scheme. Mullen didn't come back and clean up the recruits. You know, we garbage.
He did. First off, you're not finna just talk about Dan Mullen like that, dog. Look what he did when he came in. He kept that recruiting class. It was a damn good recruiting class for somebody who come in last minute. Damn good recruiting
That's
class.
kind of true, but here go my thing too. And Bud, I referenced this previous. Bud always send me like recruits that the Gators get and stuff like. I don't care. You ain't no good recruit until you do something on the field. I don't care what you're
Jacob
doing.
Copeland was a big
Man.
kid. One of the best wide receivers in the
Whatever.
country.
Whatever. What happened with Kelvin Taylor? Huh? Because Kelvin Taylor was the greatest running back since Fred Taylor. And he wasn't Fred Taylor. And that was disappointing. Although I think Butters misused him. But still, that's my thing. We don't have those type of recruits no more, man. We are as a program, we are what right now? 3 in the state behind UCF and Florida State. That's bad, bud. We got to be ahead of UCF and Florida State. We got to be better than UCF and Florida State because we're the premier program. We are the University of Florida.
I completely agree.
So let's go on to
and see like all that losing to Florida State. That's unacceptable.
So
it's unacceptable.
So let's go on to some other squads because we don't want to be too biased because I know y'all gonna say we biased even though we biased. What you think about Florida State? What you think they gonna do this year, man? Did you watch the spring game at all?
Not really. You know I can't stand them. No.
I watched some of the spring game. I think that y'all better not start Francois. He trash. He still hurt.
Yeah, Francois still hurt.
But I think he gonna be back for the season though, right?
No, I think Francois gonna be in somebody's jailhouse.
So okay, so this is my thing about Florida State. Then y'all doomed because Blackman garbage, and I understand that all of these Florida State people like Blackman. I don't get it.
He's a leader.
No, he ain't. Did you remember the Wake Forest game?
They should have lost that game.
They should have lost that game. Remember the NC State game?
They lost that game.
Blackman trash. So what they gonna do? Because you got Blackman, he trash. Francois coming back, but it look like they gonna give Blackman a job. Now they got a beast running back down there in Tallahassee.
They
got a beast running back.
The boy who started and another boy on the bench. They can ball.
Yeah, so y'all got some running backs, but you know what, Florida? I actually think here goes something that Bud enjoy. Me being a positive Gator, I actually think that Florida's gonna beat Florida State for the first time in 7 years or 5 years or however long it's been.
I think you wanna know why I agree with you? I think Dan Mullen gonna put an emphasis on that. Like I said, I don't know what games we're going to win. I think we're obviously going to be better than last year because literally you can't be any worse. And hell, I think we would have had a better game against Georgia if your jackass of a coach don't tell you, all right, boys, y'all ready? Hell yeah, let's get this, coach. Let's go get these Bulldogs. Oh, yeah, one more thing. They about to fire me. Let's go, boys.
Come on, man.
What kid gonna play for that? What kid gonna play?
The Georgia-Florida game was one of the most embarrassing moments I've ever had as a Florida Gator. Period. Like I've been embarrassed a bunch of times.
With Gator, we don't remember Nebraska. We don't lost to Nebraska.
Yeah.
I never forget losing Nebraska.
It wasn't embarrassing like that though. Nebraska just came out and just slapped the piss out of us. But like when it came to that last year's Florida Georgia game, that was truly embarrassing. We didn't even get off the bus. Like that was horrible. So speaking of Georgia, Bud, what you think? I watched a little bit of the Georgia spring game. They really didn't do nothing but slang it around, trying to figure out which one of those quarterbacks they're gonna go with. So, what you think about Georgia this year?
I think that Fields should have came to Florida because if he came to Florida, he'd be starting. It wouldn't even be him and Fromm.
Fields look good. Man.
Oh my God! As much as it pains,
they gonna start Easton though.
Oh no, you mean Fromm?
Fromm, yeah, they gonna start Fromm, bro.
It just pains me. They gonna start Fromm.
Look
how far Fromm got them. And like I said, I know
Fromm is a Kirby Smart type of man. I think he's a Kirby Smart type player.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels should. Oh my God, I wish he would have came to Florida. He would literally be.
But Georgia, and that's one thing that.
Good, man.
But that's the thing that Georgia has over us right now, and that's something that Georgia has over all the other like Southern schools, which is they're the school right now. I hate to say it, but they the school.
Dan Mullen and all these other schools, if they do not get it together, Georgia about to be Bama.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as Nick
Nick Saban
retire,
Georgia is Bama.
Alabama fans. Georgia will be Alabama.
They gonna be old school. Run, Lindsey, run, Georgia.
Yeah, they better get together,
for
man,
sure.
Because Georgia coming. Sadly to say, much as it pains me to my heart. Georgia is recruiting their ass off, and it's scary.
I actually got Georgia for my national championship pick this year. I don't think nobody gonna be able to stop them. Holyfield looked good as a running back.
Holyfield is a man.
Yeah.
I was a man.
Holyfield came in that Florida game and basically ran up and down the field on us like we was the dumbest team of all time. And he wasn't even trying.
Was he third string?
Yeah, he wasn't even trying.
Chubb and Sonny Michel was already doing the
They not even gonna miss Chubb and Sonny Michel. And then they got two like top 5 draft pick quarterbacks. And then they got receivers, they O-line stacked and all that. So
literally how they people don't understand how they're talking about the Georgia recruiting class. They're talking about it being like one of the greatest of all time. Five star, just across the board. It's ridiculous. That's depth. That's Bama. That's what Bama do.
Yeah, I don't think we can compete with that, and I think that Georgia's going to stomp a mud hole in the back of us, which is disappointing. But it'll make it better if we beat Florida State.
I don't know. I think we're going to. I mean, see, this is why I like Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen, he actually gets it. He gets the Gator way, and I think he gonna give Georgia, Tennessee, and Florida State all they can handle. I honestly believe.
Man, everybody that's listening out there, I really truly hope that Bud is correct and right about how he feels about Dan Mullen, because I am very, very pessimistic. I don't see it. I don't get it at all.
Mississippi State.
We are the University of Florida, though.
Listen to me now. He had Mississippi State at one point the number 1 team in the country. Bruh. And this ain't Florida.
Very true. But at the same time, I feel like I hope he do well. That's all I'm saying. I'm a Gator.
I was a Gator, yeah, but you're just being real. You know I got a little sunshine and rainbows in me.
Yeah, because it's just some part of that can't get over it. So, what about all the other spring games, or what's your outlook on college football as a whole? I really like the way Clemson look. I mean, Clemson just Clemson at this point. I've found comic relief in the fact that Jalen Hurts is trash at Alabama. That made me feel so good. I'm sick of Alabama. I hope they never win another game.
Tui got hurt, but Tui gonna be all right. And look at Alabama. Alabama got Tui little brother.
Yeah.
Tui little brother done committed to Alabama.
That's the thing, though, man. Like, Alabama is a machine. Like, I don't even know how they do it. Like, somebody getting paid. I don't know who the bag man is.
Obviously, like I said, and I ain't even mad at Alabama. Everybody else need to get their game up. Get them. Come on, Florida, if you hear me. Get the bag man.
Get the bag man, Florida. Because let me tell you something that we don't care about. We don't care about the fact that we violating NCAA rules. I want a ship. So get the bag man.
Get the bag.
You should have kept Randy Shannon, because I know Randy Shannon the bag man.
Allegedly.
No, he was the bag man. He's always been everywhere he go. He the bag man. So we should have kept Randy Shannon, because then we could have got some bags on some people. But that being said, we ain't got no bag man. Clearly, because we can't recruit no more.
Right, because we Florida. How you can't recruit no more just magically? You the University of Florida.
You the University of Florida. You supposed to be able to recruit.
I think Dan Mullen going to get them recruits together, man. This is the class I want to see. That first class, he literally held it together. He did a damn good job. I want to see this next class and see what he does with that.
Yeah, I think once he get his recruits in, we'll see what he does or whatever. I give Dan Mullen 3 years and he'll be gone.
I disagree. I think Dan Mullen here for the long run.
You think he get a ship?
Yeah.
If he don't, he gone.
Easy.
See, that's the thing about University of Florida, in my opinion. Everybody out there, Flag of the Play Nation. I think that the Gators should win a championship. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that for everybody that's not a Gator fan that's listening. I think that the Gators, the Noles, and Georgia each one of those schools should at least win a championship once every 10 years.
I completely agree. Like Georgia, that's a shame.
Yeah,
that's a shame that Georgia doesn't have one yet.
There's
Georgia,
no reason.
Got too much talent.
There's no. As a matter of fact, put Miami in there too. There's no reason why Miami's pretty good, bro.
Miami, but Miami just finally getting them recruits. I think Mark Richt don't get them together, but Miami literally fell off. Miami should have never fell off.
I don't understand why Miami fell off though. Like I don't get it. Like Miami's been like the school in Florida for years and years and years, all through the 80s or whatever, most of the 90s, and then back in the early 2000s, and then all of a sudden it just went away. Florida, you can recruit if you recruiting in the state of Florida, you can recruit with your eyes closed.
That's it, and I'm not gonna argue that because literally just shut down the state.
For God's sake, UCF, look at them.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. My sympathy for these coaches is real.
None.
That's what's like. Will Muschamp, you a joke.
USF good.
Come on now.
What's your boy Lane Kiffin?
Lane Kiffin got the boys humming.
He got it. Yeah, Lane Kiffin got them boys down.
University of FIU.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin got them boys down there in the championship game and stuff, and they ain't never win nothing.
Nothing.
So Florida, you can recruit with your eyes closed. So ain't no excuse. So Mullen, I hope you come in and you do your thing right by the Gators. You say you want to be here, even though your wife said you didn't, but. Now she say you do.
Don't do her like that.
Man, I'm just real pessimistic on this Gator stuff. The Gators done hurt me too much, almost as much as the Jags.
But like I said, now the Jags done finally giving us something. But like I said, we're going to keep it Gators, but the Jags finally getting it together. But the Gators, man, they're going to be all right, man. I just honestly feel like they're going to get it together. They're going to be all right. And like I said, first and foremost, you got to recruit. That's the name of the game. You got to recruit. Like I said, Dan Mullen did a damn good job keeping this recruiting class together. And now, this next recruiting class, I think it's going to be easy. If Dan Mullen, honestly, this next recruiting class isn't top 5, top 10-ish, I don't know what to say. Because that's what
I don't understand why
Florida recruiting class needs to be.
I don't understand why every single Gator recruiting class ever is not top 5.
I agree.
You the premier program in the University of Florida. And you know what, Florida State? You should be the top 5 too.
Yeah, Florida. It should be
the top 5 recruiting class every year should be Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Alabama. Period. And then somebody else rotate.
We're throwing USC.
Yeah,
schools like
USC, that. Miami, whatever. Y'all can rotate in that last spot. But those other ones should be the top 5 because you're right there. They in your doorstep.
Just hope, literally, just cut the map off.
That's right.
Stop it. Like no 5-star leaves Florida. That's all you got. Leave the state of Florida. That's all you got.
And you know what? They get like so many fly-in visits and all that. You ain't got to fly nowhere.
Not really. You really don't.
You can drive. Jacksonville right here, Gainesville. Recruit Jacksonville. It's a bunch of players here.
Oh my God, we got a whole bunch of them.
Bunch of players here. But at the end of the day, I just think that the spring game really didn't show me anything. Like Bud say, they showed it fun, but I ain't here for that.
I think the wide receivers gonna be damn good. I think we got to get a quarterback. Like I said, got to get a quarterback. I think the wide receivers are going to be really
good.
I think the running backs are going to be really good.
Can hit an ocean with a boat, maybe we'll do something this year. But who knows? So that being said, Bud, let's get this in since we got some. The last episode we got in our NFL stuff. So national championship game in the winter. Who you got, bro?
Don't make me do that.
On the spot.
Don't make me.
On the spot.
Oh my God.
Go on, pick against the Gators. I know you're not picking the Gators.
Hey, see, as the homer in me, but I'm like I said, flag on the play.
Yeah, we got to respect y'all out there.
Yeah,
we not gonna pick no damn Gators.
Honestly, it's hard to go. God, it's hard to go against Bama because that's what Bama do. It's hard not to put Bama in the championship game, and I just feel like I don't know if we're going to do an Alabama-Georgia again. I just think Georgia's going to be damn good.
Damn good.
I think Georgia's going to be good. I think USC going to be good. I think Penn State might come. So, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me putting me on the spot. I'm going to throw Penn State, Alabama at you.
That's cool. And who you got for the championship? Who you got winning it?
And, oh, man.
Penn State, Alabama, who winning?
I can literally, let this be known, write this down, take a note. I can literally flip a coin just for the sake of me being sick of Alabama. I'm going to say Penn State.
There you go. I don't think, if I tell you what, if Franklin win the national championship with Penn State over Alabama, he's in the NFL the next year.
I can see
ain't no way he's staying at Penn State. Because they want him right now.
Because he got that thing humming.
He can coach. Well, you got to understand where he came from. Vanderbilt. He had Vanderbilt humming.
Exactly.
And that's saying a lot.
Who was that? Muschamp lost to him when he was at Vanderbilt?
I don't even want to talk about Muskrat.
Trash.
Hot garbage. You hurtful. I'm going to go with Georgia. Like I told y'all earlier, Georgia as one of my participants. And I'm going to go with Ohio State. Because I think,
oh man, I forgot about it.
Yeah, I think Urban Meyer and them boys gonna be built. They always built number one. I hate Ohio State, by the way, but they always built. But I think Urban and them boys gonna be built, and I think that they gonna get it. They just gonna pull it off every year. Ohio State just kind of sneak in there and creep in there, and next thing you know, you look up and they in the championship game or they in the playoffs. So we do need to expand the playoffs, but that's a whole nother pod.
I'm good
so.
I was cool.
You good with 4? I think we need 16.
4 don't bother me. Hell, I was the guy. The BCS always got it right to me.
I think the BCS is better than this.
I think the BCS always got it right.
Only reason I say the BCS is better than this because BCS, look, you got a 1, you got a 2. And yeah, sometimes you dispute that and whatever, yada, yada, yada. But if you're not going to have a true playoff where it's like 8 or 16 teams, what's the purpose of doing 4?
I mean, literally, name one time the BCS didn't get it right. Like, when do you honestly feel like...
Yeah, it's been a few times.
That these dudes want the champion? They want the best
team? It's been
team?
a few times.
Who?
When Miami played Nebraska, that was trash.
You telling me...
For the national championship, that was trash.
Are you telling me Miami was not the best team in the country? Are you?
Miami was best team in the country, but I would like to see them have to play the second best team in the country.
Okay, I give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nebraska should.
USC should have been. It should have been Miami USC.
Nebraska should not have. That was BS.
Could you imagine what that game would have been if it was Miami with Ken Dorsey and Willis McGahee and who else was on that team? Was it Sean Taylor and all them boys? And then you turn around and then they playing Matt Leinart and. Oh, no, that was Carson Palmer. They played Carson Palmer and all that other stuff and everything like that. Yeah, that would have been... That might have been the greatest... Because right now, to me, the greatest college football championship game ever played is Texas versus USC.
Oh, my God. That game was amazing.
Yeah, so I feel like if you put Miami in there instead of Nebraska, whatever... But, I mean, no system's perfect. But I think an 8 or 16 team playoff would be better. But yeah, real quick, I'm gonna go Georgia, Ohio State, and I'm gonna go Georgia to win it all because I don't think nobody gonna stop Holyfield. He gonna be punching out people like his dad or whatever when it come to that.
We gotta get Tyson.
Yeah. We gotta get Mike Tyson, son.
That's literally who Florida beat.
And bite his ear off. Bite his ear off. So we gonna go ahead and throw our flags on the play every week. Every episode we want to throw a flag and people who violating the game. So, Bud, who you got?
Believe it or not, once again, since it's our Florida Gator episode, kind of keeping it college, flag on the play to Felipe Franks. Felipe, you had one job. The play was when, if you watch the spring game, when Felipe Franks threw this bomb to Travis McGriff, the play was Felipe to give the ball to Doug Johnson, and Doug Johnson was supposed to throw the ball to McGriff. Felipe, you can't even get that right.
Nope,
you can't even get that right.
And that's why I don't trust it. He garbage. He 100% garbage. And that's not even a real. That's not even a
real game. I mean, they literally were out there just playing around. And Felipe, you couldn't even get that right.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm also gonna throw my flag for Florida State in their spring game and putting Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer on your halftime show or whatever. That's cool or whatever. But guess what? If the halftime entertainment is better than the play on the field, you're not doing a good enough job. And that's what it was, because Vanilla Ice was better than the play on the field. And I thought Vanilla Ice make pools or something now, like HGTV or something. I can't believe that he's like on the Florida State game or whatever. But you can check us out on Tuesday live on Facebook. It's gonna be so legit. We appreciate everybody for listening to us on Flag on the Play. Yeah, we just thank you. Episode number 3 coming at you next time. Episode number 4. Bud, you got anything to say before we go?
I mean, it's fun. Please
keep listening. Exactly.
We promise it's gonna get better. We promise.
I'll let y'all boys. Duval.
Till we die.
Peace.